A pruning lesson, pruning class.
All right.
Come closer to me, please.
All right.
And be,
keep you warm.
Yes.
Okay.
And be attentive.
Yeah.
This is a typical grenache. So you see, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces of wood. That in fact the pieces of wood, they were pruned last year in November. And we prune so with 2 buds on these pieces of wood. It was 1 and 2. In fact, we call it the greedy because that comes from the old stock. This one is a bourillon. The one, in fact, grows sometimes. But you have to know, in Châteauneuf-du-Pape, the Grenache is very a big stock and very, very vigorous for 15 years. But this plant is average 45 or 50 years old. So underground is always the rootstock is R110 or R99. So that's good regulation for the production. In a short time, people, they started to plant, especially on Syrah, the SO4. And that was really bad because, in fact, it was very productive and very difficult in Châteauneuf-du-Pape to, in fact, limit the crops. The crop is maximum 3,500 liters per 2.2 acres. We can't produce more. And if we want a very ripe bunch, we need to stay between 3,000 to the maximum. Because if we produce much more than 3,500 liters, first we haven't got any rice, and second, the bunch are too many bunches and not ripe enough. So what we do, we have to prune maximum 5 like this with 2 buds to give 2 branches each, which is 10 branches. But this is the theory. But you can see this plant stock has only 4, so of course it's more vigorous, and there's branches grows outside as well. So this year what we'll do, we'll cut here. This one is not strong enough. This one is from the north. The north is here. So that means always we get more charge on the north, because in fact if you leave charge on the south, it will bend. So it's very important to leave 2 or 3 more on the north. So we'll cut this one very short like this, and we'll leave 2 buds. We'll cut here, and we'll cut this one. And next year we'll have 1 branches going here and another one going here. We have to be careful to not having branchings going down and not branching going out like this. But sometimes we can't do different way. This is more problematic because this one is inside and is the strongest. So if it was me, I will leave this one, but it's a bit fragile, so I will leave this one. And it's quite far enough from this one. Okay, and the buds, we can see the buds, they will go like that. We have to cut all of them. This one has been broken, so we cut this and we keep this one. Okay, and this one, we might keep this one because there's no choice. It's difficult, yeah.
It's just too bad.
But the problem is we can make rabaté, we call it, lower. But the thing is, we have more damage on the bunch when it's too low. And also for the frost is we have to be careful. So we couldn't really want to get them high with the wind, because the wind here, the Mistral, blows to 120 km/h. So it's very important to not having too high, but also not having too much weight on the south, and also not too low for the frost and the humidity, because the Grenache doesn't like humidity. So the pruning is one we have to think a lot, but we talk about it.
And the age on this vine is how old?
45, 50
45.
years old.
So I was talking to Julien at La Baroche, and he was saying at 25 years, they try to keep it very low, partially because they don't want it up here, but they want it to focus. Is it because of the Mistral, or is it more the energy of the plant then goes
So
Or you
in
don't know?
Châteauneuf-du-Pape, you can come in spring. Everybody works the way you want. Except we have to adapt the regulation. So we know we have already the regulation to do. But after some of the people, they like lower, some other, they like higher. So higher, that means it doesn't come higher suddenly because so we need first to keep the vineyard for probably 20, 30 years to get it. And we need to keep it and not to resell. So sometimes we get vineyard we bought like this year. It's we have to understand what happened and we have to work the way we want. But everybody work different way. You say 25 years he prune lower.
Yeah.
Look at this one, you see? This one is higher.
It's the mood of the...
And this is typical. You see, there's 5 branches, 5 arms like this.
Wow. And this is Solitude, you said this one is? Or?
This one is La Solitude, yes. Now this is the grapes are, comment on appelle ça? Ice vine.
Yeah.
Ice vine Grenache.